Easy as that. Like that. $10 milli. Make sure you push your tool in. Make sure you get the tool seated nicely, because if you muck that up, you're going to have to try and find a creative way of undoing these. I just about reached the plug in there now. And undo the plug, and then I can get a bit of leverage. There we go. Now I've got ability to be able to move this away from the door. Right. So the only thing preventing this lock from coming out is the cable on the outside. So I'm going to take the outside lock off. So there's a trick to taking the door lock off. It's not obvious, but I've taken a few of these off in my past that I know once you've learned how to do it, it's easy, but like anything, until you do, it can be really a pain in the butt. So undo this screw on the side here, but don't take it all the way out. Just undo it a little bit, like so. Leave the thread in. Now, what you want to do, you want to kind of give it a bit of a knock, and at the same time, you want to pull this handle, otherwise it will not come free. You're kind of pushing in that way, and you're lifting this handle away, and it will come. Maybe undo it just a little bit more. There you go. And there's your lock. Inside here there's a little sort of ratchet, and you want to just carefully prise it off, like so. Just drop the actuator down. Now I know I've made a mistake, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Oh. So there's your actuator. This is the bit that I couldn't undo. Just here. So what I did, I used the one that I bought just to kind of remind myself what was going on, and here she is. And that little hook there is what I was trying to pry off, but you've got to kind of move the arm out, and it's a bit tricky, so you're better off just taking the outside lock off. Now here's the thing that I've just realised I've done. Oh. I bought the wrong one. I bought the left hand side, haven't I? Oh God. I don't know how. I meant to get the driver's side, and I bought the left hand, so it's an exact mirror image. So fortunately, there's this little website, you might have heard of it, called Amazon. Next day delivery. The link's below if you want to know. So I'll have to finish this off tomorrow. But anyway, at least I've got the actuator off, and what I can do is just make sure, albeit opposites, that we're all good. And you can see that it would have worked lovely if I bought the right blink inside. I don't know. But I've just had a little thought. Even though it's the wrong lock and it's not going to close the door, I could always plug it in and see if I can clear that fault, and then I know that it was down to the old actuator. So let's try that and see. Well, straight away as I plugged it in, the windows dropped, so that's a really good sign. So the windows dropped down, and now I'm going to pretend that I've closed the door because it's the wrong side, but let's just push the lock over. That window, if I got it right, should go up. Oh, yes! So now if I open the door by simulating it, I'm just going to pull this lever over, glass should drop down. It would have worked if I got the right link inside. Oh well, see you tomorrow. Yes! It's here. In fact, it was next day delivery. Thank you, Amazon. Links below if you want to know. So did it get the right side this time? Well, bloody hope so. Here's the old one, here's the new one. It's looking a lot better. All good. Great. Right, so let's get the new one on. This is the first thing I'm going to put on. This was taken off the old one, and it hooks on here, which goes to the outside of the lock. So let's get that on the new one. Like so. Now that's in, it's not going to go anywhere. I can put this inside and thread that bit through, and there's a little few ribs there that will latch in depending on where that's going to sit because of the variable setup on the locks. So it just clicks in place. Okay. Let's plug in the electronics. I'm going to check this lock. I did it once on a Range Rover and I had a manufacturing fault. And this plug here was upside down, but it looks to be all correct and the right orientation. Good. And as I clicked that in there, I just heard the car come to life. So it's obviously registered it. And whilst I'm here, I might as well connect the little door handle as well. Which then pulls this actuator on. So, as the door's locked, like so, this cable here is going to be pulled by your internal door handle and unlocks the door. And the other side just locks in here. So now, as I pull the handle, there you go, good. Right, let's thread this little top piece through. And then this kind of locks into this little ratchet here, like that. Now you may need to adjust that slightly, moving it further towards the outside of the car or likewise towards the inside. Let's do that later. Thread this through the door. Careful you don't twist it. Okay, that's all good. Right, let's see if this unlocks now when I pull the lever. Good. So I'm just going to test the door now. Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just going to adjust that ever so slightly. Let's move it out slightly there. There, I can feel more of a spring on it now. Let's get this lock back in. Lovely, now I'll just tighten this one up. So the door is behaving itself, but you can see the window's not going up, so hopefully I just need to kind of reset something. So I'm going to unlock it, lock it. It's locked, unlock. Good. Right, let's try the key. Ah, went up there. Okay, let's hold it for a few seconds. So that's locked. Okay. Aha, there we go. Window dropped. Should it go back up? Excellent. Let's try it again. Drops down. Close the door. Ta-da! Oh yeah. Right, let's get this panel back on. It looks like the window sits in this inner guide here, but it doesn't. It goes right the way over and it sits just on this larger one here, like so. And you know you got it right because the gap's nice just there. Let's check all the switches. Importantly, let's see how it all plays inside. Right, let's close the door, the window's down, and it should go up as I close it. Oh, yes! Right, if I open the door and I go to pull this, that should come down. I forgot to connect it. I forgot to connect it! Right, let's get the door card off. Oh dear, how am I going to open it now? I'll have to open the window. Now I could edit that out, but I'm going to leave it in because you know what? I'm only human. Oh well, 5 minutes, I'll have the door card off, I'll connect that cable and we can open the door. In the meantime, I'm going to use the outside handle. At least that works. Oh, unbelievable. Right, door card back off. And this is what I said all along. It's all about learning curve. Once you got it done once, I guarantee you'll do it in half the time with half the tools because you know what you're doing. Let's keep this live and you can see how fast. Easy as that. Hooks on. Clicks in. So this is the area where you want to put the panel. It's not this one, it's this one. Like that. Three bottom screws. Right, let's try again. Okay, let's get the window up. Oh, one touch is working. Lovely. Now, okay, second time running. Did you time that? I wonder how long that took. Right, let's go and open the door. Let's see if the window drops. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And does it go up when I close the door? Of course it does, of course it does. Right, let's have a look at the locks. Unlock. Both should unlock, which they have. I can test the passenger. Passenger unlocks. I think we're all there. Window comes down. Open the door. Window goes up. Thank you.
Let's move on, 'cause it's time to move on.